Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, without a doubt, Prime1 Studio has been having a fantastic year. At the showcase presentation and then the phase 1 presentation, they have done amazing. But today, I want to talk about the two releases that happened this last week and I didn't get a chance to talk about. Also, there is another one for Transformers, but I'm not going to talk about it today. We're going to cover this diorama for NieR Automata, one for scale diorama, and also for the Ghost of Tsushima video games. I'm gonna cover them today. Now we're gonna start first with NieR Automata, and I gotta be honest with you, I am not a gamer of this game. I haven't really played it, but I have heard so much about it. And of course, when I had the presentation, the live presentation, I was mentioning that I wasn't familiar with the video game. The collectibles look amazing for sure, and a lot of people were recommending for me to play this game, and I haven't gotten to it, and I really want to do it because it really looks great. And to make this video, to do this video, I went and did some research because I didn't want to look stupid letting you know all the information about this. I wanted to know more about this art and the representation and what the artists are trying to achieve here. And it looks terrific. Definitely, it's an interesting game, and I'm going to get to it at some point. Now, there's 3 different versions of this diorama. You can purchase, in this case, 2B, who is the protagonist, the main protagonist in the video game, just as a standalone piece. This one, now all of this you cannot really purchase directly through a Prime1 Studio. You have to do it at the Square Enix store. There's only a link to it, but you can purchase her as a standalone. The price is $929. Now you can purchase the in this case the regular diorama also at the Square Enix store. And the price for this one is $2,699, which is not cheap at all. But keep in mind that you're getting 3 pieces for the price of 1. In this case, well, you know, in this case, high price of 1. But we're gonna talk about the one that I would say the one that has everything, the deluxe version, the DX version, and this is the one that carries so many switch out parts. And of course, the price tag is really high. It's $3,399. So it's a very expensive collectible and only for hardcore fans. Again, if you click here, automatically takes you to the Square Enix store, and that's where you're going to purchase. Which, you know, they don't have a payment plan, unfortunately. But it gives you an option, and there you have a video and all of that. So it's, you know, it's a good thing, you know, at least they're linked to it through, in this case, the Prime1 Studio store. But going back to the Prime1 Studio store, because here's where we're gonna see the pictures, and I will have the link for all of this in the description. This is a 1 for scale diorama. The product size for this is 16.3 centimeters in height. The width is 55.1 centimeters. The depth is 58.2 centimeters. The weight for this is 14.3 kilograms. It's made out of polystone and other materials. Now, we're going to look at the pictures. We're going to skip the information here. Again, there are 3 parts to this diorama. The characters here, the main character is 2B, that's her name, and this boy, the name is 9S, and then you have A2, who happens to be a character that also is introduced in the game. Initially, you start with 2B and 9S, and then this other rogue android comes into play. These are, if you are unfamiliar with the video game, this is a dystopian future where actually aliens invade Earth and only androids live on Earth because the humans, they escape, they go to the moon. So they're on Earth fighting the robots from the aliens. So technically this is all about, it's a very philosophical game, and it has multiple endings. And of course, it's a hack and slash game. It was produced by Platinum Games, who happens to be a fantastic company that produces some of the best hack and slash video games, in my opinion. It's an RPG video game. But it was, in this case, published by Square Enix. So there's a lot of detail on this one, a lot of switch out parts. Actually, with 2B, you have 2 swappable body parts, also 2 different portraits, one with pretty much a visor, in this case, a cover, a blindfold, and the same happens for 9S. He comes with one that he's holding the cube, one that he's holding just the weapon, the arm is down, and of course the visor. And in the case of 9S, he comes with 2 different portraits, also 2 different bodies. And so it does have a lot of different switch outs. Here you have the dimensions. Here's the second body part for 2B. And you can see all the different swappable parts. As you can see the difference here. You have the black box, she's holding one with one arm. That's a change. The body changes. In this case, the portrait changes. For A2, you have 2 different portraits, 2 different body parts. And then for 9S, you have the black box. He's holding the black box. And also, it has the different visors, you know, the blindfolds. So this is a very interesting piece. It has a lot of details. These companion robots are part of the video game. And also these robots that they just vanquish their enemies. So it does have a lot of detail based on the video game. Again, I'm not really into this video game. I haven't played it. Doesn't mean that I don't think it's cute. I think it's good. I love the detail here in the outfit. You can see the different texture. These are androids, so you know, part machine, part human, if you can call it that. And this is the body of A2. She's a rogue android, so she's kind of filthy and dirty, as you can see, kind of damaged because technically she's kind of running away from the corporation that has control of these androids. But I love the paint work they have done and the detail, the texture in the body. Really nice work. Really cool. The eyes look really cool. The paint work in the eyes is really nice, as you can see with this boy. He's a boy, kind of looks like a girl too. Really cool from the different angles. A lot of detail. Love this picture. But yeah, you can see all the parts. It is a really nice job. I don't know, when he says that he has other materials, I don't know what the other materials entail. I don't know if it's plastic, PVC, or vinyl, or anything something like that, because I don't see that. Everything seems sculpted to me. Maybe they're referring to some of the, you know, the internal parts like metal things and stuff like that holds the piece together. Really cool. There's a lot of detail for sure. And I would say that this piece is more for the hardcore fans. Now, this is, it says right there, the NieR 10th anniversary. That was the precursor. That was the first game. Not the first game in the series, because this came from a different series. But NieR was the previous game in this particular series. And it came out on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And definitely this is kind of like a follow-up to that video game. I didn't play NieR either, so I'm unfamiliar with it. I knew the game, but I never got to it. I was never really too much into hack and slash or RPG, particularly Japanese RPGs. It's not something that I really always been interested to. I love Western RPGs, but I get lost on them as well. Open worlds I always have a hard time with because there's so much to do, so many events happening. So it's something that I kind of lose interest little by little, to the point that I never finished them, which is it's a shame because I need to. Platinum Games has produced some of the best games in the genre, like Bayonetta. What else? They have produced stuff for like even the Transformers, a Transformers game that looks fantastic in my opinion, and some other stuff. Some stuff not so good. But you know, I feel that NieR Automata, many have claimed that this is perhaps one of the most beautiful, artistic, and more compelling video games in history. Some people call this a perfect 10 video game. I don't know. I cannot really say. A lot of people love the story, the elements, the philosophical elements in the game. And a lot of people that were watching the video with me, they were saying you need to play this game. I'm not going to agree or disagree on that. If people are telling me that this is a game that I need to get to, then definitely I need to pay attention. But yeah, there's a lot of pictures, as you can see. A lot of great detail with these companion robots. Really great. Love the detail here. The rust and these robots and all that. Nice paint job. You can see the detail in the clothing. Love that. The texture. Really nice. I would say, with honesty, I just don't see this fitting on for me. But I know that there is a lot of gamers out there, a lot of collectors that's all they exclusively collect, which has to do with video games. And oh, I never saw this detail with this armor here at the bottom. I think this is just an armor of vanquished android. Cool. A lot of these elements have been taken from the video game, and I'm unfamiliar with that, so I cannot really tell you where that comes from, but it's cool, kind of cool. I just noticed it. But yeah, man, the long hair, I like this one. Kind of looks kind of like clear. If if you can see well. I don't know if this is me or maybe just the picture, but this looks kind of translucent. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, look at that. It looks kind of translucent. Cool. And this is part of the regular, just with the blindfold. Yeah, this is an armor. Busted armor, as you can see. From the androids. Really cool. Yeah, the swords are cool. The whole thing is cool. I think it's good. I would say the price point is really steep. Really steep. You know, $3,500 just for that, and plus shipping costs. I find it very, very expensive. But I'm sure some people will get to it, and some people will love it. I'm sure that the people that work for Square Enix, people that even were part of the production of this video game, they will get to it. So there will be some people out there that have no problem paying the price. Now, it comes with a plaque that says, of course, it has the title of the video game, NieR Automata. And then you see the back of that plaque. So yeah, I would say this is a very cool looking collectible. Not for everyone, of course, the deluxe version particularly, but definitely it's for those who are really in love with the video game and really want to have it all. All right, now we're moving into Ghost of Tsushima, Jin Sakai, the Ghost Armor DX bonus version. Now, we don't have an edition size on this one either yet, as always. The price for this is $1,200. You can choose the payment plan. Now, this is, of course, sold directly by Prime1 Studio. The estimated arrival for this is between March of 2022 and June of 2022. So there's plenty of time until this releases. We're going to get into the pictures. We're going to skip the description. Now, if you purchase directly according to this from the Prime1 Studio website, then you get the this is the bonus version, so you get this Sakai clan emblem, which is, I would say, not necessary. It's not a big deal, it's very small, but if you really want to have it all, then definitely just purchase directly through them and you get this cool bonus, but not like a killer bonus. Now, Ghost of Tsushima is considered one of the best looking video games of the past console generation, and also it's played now still on the PS5. One of the best looking games you can have on the PS4, perhaps the best looking, and also it's available on PC. Phenomenal game produced by Sucker Punch, and it really it follows the story of Jin Sakai, this samurai, on the period where actually the Mongol Empire, the Mongolians invaded Japan. So it's a time period thing. Of course, it's not historically accurate 100%, but it's one of the best looking games you can have. And even in Japan, it's highly praised for the quality of this game and the representation of Japanese culture. Now, in this one, the regular version comes with this mask, the ghost mask. As you can see, the deluxe version comes with a switch-up portrait without the mask, and also pretty much the hand that it's holding that mask. This is a nice thing. I think that it would have been nice. Actually, they should be on the opposite way and give you this as the regular, in my opinion, and then this switch-out parts as for the exclusive or for the deluxe version. That would be my opinion. But they try to represent, in this case, the cover in some ways. The two different covers, the two different art, the presentation in that. Love the face sculpt, very accurate with the character in the video game. The paint job is good, and I love the whole armor that he's wearing. The samurai armor looks great. The swords, and definitely love the Photoshop here, the background, all that, just based in the game. There's a lot of great detail. This was at the Phase 1 and video, and is one of the highlights for me. I love the fox companion. There's also a golden bird companion, and these are, if you play the game, pretty much there are foxes everywhere, which is kind of cool. And of course, the leaves flying, very cool. Now, there's a couple of things in this. I love the detail in the back, as you can see. Love the Japanese theme here, very well done. I think there's no other company that can really do this as well as Prime1 Studio. As a Japanese company, they understand the sensitivities of Japanese culture very well, and they really did a good job in representing this. I didn't mention this, but this is a 1/4 statue, and I love the detail. You know, I have read some of the pretty much the reviews, particularly from Japan. I was really intrigued by to know actually how it was received. It was well received in Japan. Of course, some people are critical. I think the criticism came more from the West. Because, you know, it seems that in our culture now, we seems to criticize everything as appropriation of culture and all that. And sometimes we get into these battles where actually we're not even invited. Ultimately, it's the Japanese people that can decide if this is a good game or not. Of course, we can decide as gamers, but ultimately, the Japanese will be the ones to really decide if this game is good. And so far in Japan, you know, there's a few reviewers that didn't like it much. But you know, the vast majority of reviewers in Japan they love it. They, you know, are excited with this game, and definitely is one of the best games in this year. But look at the detail. Love the texture and the clothing, all the details there. Love the fox. Really nice looking piece. Now, I would have loved for this to have other type of switch out parts, perhaps. In the game, he also carries a bow and arrow, and he doesn't have that. It would be nice even just a switch out part in the back for him to carry. Also, I'd love to have, you know, in this case, the rice hat, the Jingasa hat, which is very iconic in some ways. From samurai used to wear these hats. It's not wearing that, but in the video game also you can wear it. So I don't know, maybe it's just a nitpick. It would have been nice to have some extra things besides what it's offer. Particularly for the regular, which is just pretty much a standalone thing without the extra portrait, without the hand holding the mask. So there's not much to it. But I don't know if in the future we'll have more statues for this franchise. You know, maybe so. It's cool. Love the shrine that he is standing next to. Well, he's in a shrine, so this is, I forgot how they called this, but it's cool. You can see the bird right there, and all the leaves flowing. Now the leaves kind of, if you look close, the leaves are kind of really thick, which maybe just because they're trying to avoid breakage, but they look too thick in my opinion. When you're really up close, it does at a distance. It does have a nice effect. Love this little foxes here, but they're in the back, which is hard to see. Yeah, but you know, just trying to give some detail to this piece in the back. Love the different swords and all. It's a lot of pictures here. Love all the pictures, but man, look at that. Now they have this kind of black and white, very nice. So they did a good job overall. You know, maybe some nitpicks, maybe some things that I wish they would have added to it, just to make it more special. It is already special. I really like the whole detail, and the paint job is flawless in my opinion. I don't see imperfections there, and really cool. As I was telling you, the leaves are too thick. They look like, I don't know, 3 barks more than leaves. So that's a nitpick there for me. And but yeah, they look like 3 barks. Yeah, cool. The fox look good. Like the fox. The bird from the back, cool. Nice that this one had some type of light up feature, imitating some type of flame on that. That's just that. Nitpick. No more, no less. Oh, wow. He has some chains there. I didn't notice until now. Cool. I love that little bird. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, it looks great. No doubt about it. There's a lot of detail here. Nice paint job. Maybe some stuff that is missing. It's more like a calm. You know, he's ready for battle, but he's really calm. But you know, in the video game, that's actually Jin Sakai is not. It's kind of like he's a calm guy before he gets into battles. So yeah, I think they really captured that moment. They captured the character well. Everything else is nitpicks. I think my main thing or main complaint will be the leaves. I like the concept. They just look too thick. Maybe that needs to be fixed a little bit, rearranged in some way. But man, it looks great. Look at that. The paint job here is not as, I would say, clean with the black and the yellow, but It's just a line on the prototype. Yeah, man, this piece is amazing. Yeah, it is good. I like it. I like the stones. I like the paint job. The fox looks cool at every angle. The sword looks great. Cool. The stance is great. Just minor nitpicks, but definitely this is a fantastic looking piece. I'm telling you this. I feel that Prime1 Studio as a company is doing terrific work. This has been the year of Prime1 Studio for sure. And I feel that as things go and as we can see the near future, it seems that it's going to be like that for quite some time. The company is really pushing hard and doing the best that they can do to offer in the end the most amazing collectibles in the market, and they're achieving that. Now, are they going to stay on top of the food chain right now? I don't know. That's just a matter of time. A lot of the stuff that we have seen and we have discussed here in the channel from Prime1 Studio, a lot of it is just stuff that is on pre-order. Sometimes people come and say, why are you reviewing something that you don't have it in hand? And at the end of the day, I feel that people miss the forest for the trees. I review this stuff or preview this stuff as it comes to help people to make that decision to purchase something or not. That doesn't mean that you know, we will know, we can really tell the future. A lot of these pieces go on pre-order for years. Now the average is like more than a year, 2 years, and sometimes even more. So we try to help people because to navigate this crowded market, because there's so much stuff out there right now. And I would say that these pieces are great if you are into these games. You're a big fan of the game. You're a big fan of NieR Automata, then definitely you need to consider that, even though the price is high. Thankfully, there are 3 choices. You can just go for, you know, in this case, 2B, or you can go all out and just pay the $3,500 plus shipping, which is going to be amazingly expensive to have it all. Or you can also, the same with goes with Tsushima. If you love Jin Sakai as a character, definitely this is another thing to consider. I like him. I feel that they're terrific, but we have to wait until they come out, which is going to happen in a good while, to really know if they're, in the end, they're as promised. Of course, it's just a matter of personal choice and also of patience. Now, my friends, what do you think about him? You like him? You don't like him? You think they're too expensive? You don't like the art? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless. Take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.